Welcome back to another episode of the Educated and the Reckless podcast with your host, Apollo P. And
nobetternina.
And we are back again.
Yes, we are back. It's the first week of May.
Yes.
So,
How you feeling?
I've been okay. So I decided this week that I'm not going to work out because I realized I've been working out for 7 weeks straight and I'm like, all right, time for a break. So I took a break and so far we're recording this on Tuesday. It's only Tuesday, but I've been reading this book that I started reading maybe 3 months ago, but I took a 2-month break from it. So I started reading again. I'm trying to do meditation. So I downloaded an app to help you with guide your meditation and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I've never done it. Well, I've tried to do it before, but the thing is my mind is always go, thinking about everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, trying to meditate is kind of hard, but I'm on my second day and it's okay.
So I heard, you know what, the first time I've heard about meditation was back in my world religion class in my Catholic school.
Okay.
And at the time, a lot of people just geared toward it because they were saying that so much benefits it has to slowing down the mind and the rehabilitation, because in certain prisons in certain countries they make the prisoners do meditation and they've seen such a difference in how they move around.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you said this is the first week. This is what, day 2?
Yeah.
Is day 2 a lot harder than day 1?
Yeah, actually it was
really
harder. Yeah, because I was just I started thinking about more and more stuff and I was like, whoa. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've been trying to do that, and honestly that's pretty much it. There is Too Hot to Handle's having a reunion episode this Friday, by the way.
I don't need to see it because they what's his name, Bryce posted that little thing on his Instagram, kind of giving us the update what people were doing. Sharon and Rhonda not dating.
Yeah, I looked it up on my own because I kept getting notifications of the interviews they were doing on their press rounds.
Yeah.
So I've seen some of them, but I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of look at the Sharon thing as, bro, you did all of that just not to talk to her?
Well, so they were saying that because Rhonda was saying in an interview, basically it's been a year, they haven't seen each other in a year, and she can't really go to him because she's working full-time and she has the kid, but he hasn't really made an effort to go to her, and I'm like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, you did all of that. You did all of that, player? Yeah,
it was weird, but no, go ahead.
Just for some coochie? He did. I wonder if he just mashed and then he kept it pushing.
Maybe that's what happened, because they couldn't fuck on the show. Maybe that is what happened. That's so maybe he really didn't learn anything. Who knows?
She got a new man though. So
does she?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that Bryce thing. Bryce put it a thing. I was like, all right, I got to keep up to date. Whatchamacallit, they're trying to move in together, Francesca and
Harry. Yeah, once this is over. That I knew.
And Bryce is talking to Nicole. You know what I mean? I don't know what the exotic white man is doing. Corey, aka Corey. I call him the exotic white man.
Oh, Corey.
The exotic white man. I don't know necessarily what he's doing.
I think he's just still a scumbag. I was looking at his Instagram and nothing looks changed. So
yeah, I like it. Well, it's been a year though, so
yeah. But yeah. So what have you been up to this past week?
Since the start of the month, I started this new challenge called not called anything. It's just I'm going to do 50 burpees a day for 30 days.
Okay, stop right there.
What?
Because you said you were doing that while you were gone, and you would always take a video of you preparing to do 50 burpees, and then it would just suspiciously end before you actually started, leading me to believe you never did.
No, yes. You know why? Because when I was actually doing them. So I'm not capping. I was actually doing them. But one of the people on the team was like, if you don't make a video, it doesn't count. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking about making a progress video. But I was just doing way too much. And doing the videos just took too long. And after a while, we just kept on moving. And I never really had enough sufficient time to do it in the mornings because I would either be cooped up with someone or I'd be upstairs and you could hear me doing the jumps and stuff like that. And so after a while,
so you have to learn how to land lightly. I'll teach you.
And I was doing that at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning because I have to wake up early for work. And then after the time, I just ended up falling off. And then when I came back, I just didn't do any workouts until mid-April or something. Mm-hmm. And then I just ramped it up. And I was like, when May comes around, let me just do 50 burpees a day and do it seriously. So I have a chart which shows all the different type of workouts I'm doing, including the 50 burpees a day. It's pretty hard, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. My body's sore. It's day 5 for me. Every day I wake up, I'm scared. To be honest, I'd be like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I hate
I hate burpees. Burpees, I think, are one of my most hated exercises.
Yeah. So I guess that's the new stuff we've been doing since last time we met, or since
Mm.
last time we recorded anything. Also, I just want to say before we go on to other stuff, I was part of a speed dating thing on IG. Like
Yeah,
it was
so how does that work?
it was so she had posted up, and then my friend he had sent me something to DM saying, "Hey, you want to be a part of this?" And I'm like, I already know if I want to be a part of that. Like it wasn't my steez type of thing. And
So
I
she
just
was doing like speed date on her profile.
yeah. So you
Okay.
go to her IG live, and then you just tap in, and then you have like a short convo, and then the family members and friends that she had inside the live commenting were saying their opinions on people and things like that. So
Okay.
I think she said I had a good head on my shoulders. But this is after the live and everything. My friends were both. I got two friends who were watching. One of the friends actually participated in one, and one friend was just watching. And he was like, "Yo, just come back to the live. Come back to the live. They're talking about you in the comments." So I'm thinking I had a good impression. I only think the only edge is because I do podcasts and I do stuff in the media and I do radio. It just helps me be easier to
Yeah.
have a talk to people. And I've done interviews, so I wasn't nervous and I wasn't trying to front like something I'm not. But it was a cool experience. I think that I was telling you in the text. I think we should have did that last year. I think if I had the idea, we should have did that, and it would have been lit. We'd have
Well,
posted it. Too late now, though.
way too late now. I don't think my boyfriend would like that.
No, sir. No, sir. I guess one more thing. What's the first thing you want to do after you get off lockdown?
I want to go get drunk on a patio.
Mm-hmm. Oh
That's what I
wow.
want. Or go to a day party. It's one or the other. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I just want to be day drunk. That's like my favorite thing about summer. I sound
Me?
like an alcoholic.
Yeah. I just wanna travel more and experience some more different parts of like Ontario I've never been to, or just do other things that take me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope by traveling you mean within Ontario, because I don't know
Yeah.
when normal flying is gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Thailand this year. No cap. I don't even care. Like Thailand's gonna see me in November. No cap.
Okay.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's get on to local news.
Yes, local news.
All right,
Start us
so
off.
this is for all like our Canadians out here. We're fellow Canadians ourselves. So recently Justin Trudeau banded. Is it banded or banned? Is that a word?
Banned. I don't think. No, it's not banded. Banned.
Banned? He
Yeah.
banned.
Yeah, like that. Just banned. You
I
got
went,
it.
I went to university too. Bro.
Apparently.
So he banned about what 1,500 military type guns.
Yeah.
So I guess it was qualified when I did the research. When it's qualified, it's like rapid fire,
Assault rifles.
yeah, that holds a lot of magazines and stuff like that. That type of stuff. Like I said, we're gonna take it there. This shit has been on the market for a long ass time, especially in Canada. We're not going to talk about the United States. We're not going to talk about Mexico, South America. We're not going to talk about the UK and all of that type of stuff. We're talking about Canada. This type of stuff has been in the market from a lot. I haven't seen anyone, but I know they're out there in the market because you don't have to ban something that was never there, right? Mm-hmm. So it's been here for a while. And only now, when 22 white people have died, I don't know if there's any black people or any other people of race. I tried to do my research. I saw different pictures and I saw them all white. So when a tragedy like this happens that affects, I guess, the majority within inside the population in Canada, then that's when the president, the PM, or the prime minister wants to take it upon himself to go like, you know what? Those type of guns shouldn't be on the streets and shouldn't be accessible to regular people. We're going to ban them and do a buyback program. Why is it when black people over here and black people and native people, not even like Aboriginal, what's
indigenous
people, they're all suffering through gangs and violence, and especially through the hands of firearms. And so this has been happening for years. Why is it now when we see another race get affected so heavily? And yes, it was a tragedy, but why is it now that the prime minister wants to take it upon himself to go like, we need to take those things out? You know what I mean?
Well, so when I was looking at the link, I was trying to understand exactly what kind of guns, because I did hear him say like, you don't need an assault rifle to shoot a deer, like whatever, right? So from that, mind you, again, like I said, I didn't fully understand exactly what kind of guns, but if he's talking strictly like those big, long, like assault rifles that we see people use, like those weren't necessarily used on the streets to kill like gangs, like gang violence and shit. Like those guys are for the most part, what I assume is using like smaller guns, not like the big, like they're not going to run downtown like with a big assault rifle. You know what I mean?
I mean, they got
That's
back
what
tammers.
I
They got the Max.
I don't know what those are.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
They got the Max.
I'm highly uneducated in that aspect.
They got what my guy from Beach Boy calls. They got the Glocks with the titties.
Shout out to Beach Boy. He wants to be a guest again.
I mean, yeah, Beach Boy's good. I was actually going to respond to him and go like,
yeah,
let's do it.
Should have responded to him.
I should have.
I would have him again.
I mean, he's cool, man.
Yeah,
he's cool. Beach Boy's cool. He's my guy, actually. He's really my guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how I saw it. But like even if they were on the streets, was it necessarily that many people that were dying from those specific type of guns?
I mean, it's 1,500. So yeah. That means that's a lot. So there has to be at least 10% on the streets that are being readily available and actively used by people. 10%. Mm-hmm. We got to say the 10%. There had to be 10%.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, that's just kind of how I viewed it, but I understand your point of view as well.
Yeah. And so, to be honest, I'm not against people having guns, legal guns. I'm not against people having legal guns. I looked into the rights of all Canadians. It's just hard to have guns in general to be a Canadian, right?
What do you have to do?
You have to go through a lot of jumping progress, and then when you finally have them, you gotta keep them extra secure in like a place, and you gotta keep the magazine outside there, and you gotta block it up, and it's just the way you store it and the way you keep it and the way you move around with it is very, very, very strict. So I'm not against people, dude. People have hobbies, and guns might be some of the people. I remember meeting this one guy about like a few months ago, and he said that he was a gun collector himself in Canada, and he just enjoyed it. And he was like, he doesn't want the government.
Like Alberta or something?
No, like in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
Like I swear December maybe.
Okay.
And he was like, he doesn't want the government taking away his right to bear, or not really right, but the fact that he has legal guns that he spent his hard-earned money to have, for the government to try to take them back just because people with illegal access to guns are making the legal gun owners look bad. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I'm not really like for guns, just because I think what scares me more is I always think about it in an aspect of when I'm like if you have kids and shit, and like if it's not stored properly, because mind you, yes, you have to store it properly according to the law, but who's really coming to your house to check up and see if it's actually stored properly? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I personally know somebody who lost a sibling due to a firearm carelessly stored in their house, like back when we were like 8. So like I don't know, I think that's what kind of scares me more. Is that
I mean bad things happen. You know, bad things happen to good people. Bad things happen in unexpected times, right? But I'm not going to sit here and then try to, you know, act like people shouldn't have it, right? But the issue isn't the fact of the guns. Like often people like to say, you know, guns don't kill people, people kill people, which is true, because if a person uses a gun to kill someone, the gun doesn't necessarily get locked up, and the person doesn't go like, hey, bro, you better watch out for that gun again, you know? But we have, and we're going to go on to the next topic, which is the same thing. Doug Ford was like, I read that video. He was like, there's scumbags out in these streets, these gangbangers and gangsters that have illegal firearms that are terrorizing the communities, which they are. I'm not going to sit here and say like the gangsters are not terrorizing the community. They're inside a particular place, and they have those people in that particular area that they might be harvesting and have a stronghold shook. You know, they have them shook. You know what I mean? So like, if the government was like, all right, let's tackle these gang issues rather than the gun issues, you could cut what's the saying thing? Cut the head off the snake.
Sure, I don't know what the saying is, but sure.
Yeah, it's just that's the situation. Is like, and then I remember seeing people saying that, hey, you make it harder to have access to guns, and it's. I guess gangs are going to be harder to have access to guns and things. Hey, bro, the issue isn't the gun; it's the criminal.
Yeah, I get you.
You need to reduce the criminal activity for people to feel safe,
yeah.
Right? When we have, and that's even one. And I think they even dodged it in that situation too. It's like the guy that did the mass shooting was not a gang member, from what I've seen. He was just
a random guy who's pretending to be a police officer.
So I even feel in the fact that drug force saying we should attack the gangs is even like, that is just an attack on itself. It's like he just doesn't want them, which is I can understand that too. But like
But then it's like when you look at that guy, it's like he wasn't even in any of that.
yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Right, so it's like for Doug Fagor to say we need to tackle gangs and stuff like that, and then he's coming that expo experience. Yeah, the reason for saying that is off the back of Justin Trudeau saying that no one should have these like machine rifles because of the massive attack that was done by a guy that was neither a gang member.
Mm-hmm.
He just had an assault rifle and he had the vendetta to take out on people.
Yeah, well, and his fight with his girlfriend was the thing that triggered it all.
Exactly. So I mean, maybe the real conversation is mental illness, or better crisis, or what's that thing called?
Crisis handling management.
Solution resolution.
But no, I'm not even gonna go ahead and give him this guy the mental illness card.
Yeah. All right then. I don't know why I went there either, but
I don't know why.
I just said it. But yeah, that's just my take on it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? How much minutes in are we in on this segment right now?
Technically, I forgot to punch out at the time we got into it, but 16 minutes overall. So
okay, so we still have a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
I wanted to say just quickly, I didn't add this in, but just quickly in terms of local news for everyone who's dying without the gym like I am.
Yeah.
Goodlife Fitness put out a statement that they're looking to reopen gyms by July. However, as if that's not long enough, there will be new protocols in place where machines will be placed more than, or I think it's 2 meters apart.
Yeah.
And you have to go online and book your time that you want to go to the gym at. And I'm just really distraught because, like, come on, like,
I don't blame him.
all because someone ate a fucking bat. Like, just have to
allegedly
throw everything out the window. Like, allegedly ate a bat, and that's what caused this all. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's when it kind of hit me that like, oh shit, we're gonna have a new normal for real. Like, I'm gonna have to, I can't just go to the gym when I feel like it. I actually have to schedule it in my day and go book it online, because that includes Goodlife and Fit for Less. Those are the two. So yeah.
Hey man, I mean, to be honest, the gym is probably one of the most nastiest places ever.
Oh, for sure, definitely.
Oh yeah. So if they opened it up without protocol, a lot of you gym rats will be getting sick.
Oh, for sure.
You're like, I'm trying to get my gains in.
I feel personally attacked.
Gym nasty, though. Yo, gym nasty. Even when they had the fact that you could disinfect shit, they weren't even disinfecting shit. They're like, all right.
I know, people are gross. I used to disinfect all my stuff before and after using it.
Yeah, man. So this is smart. Appointment workouts might be the best. It's like personal training, but for yourself.
Yeah, I'm over these home workouts. That's all it is.
These home workouts are working for me. I'm sore.
I was not sore. That's why I had to ramp it up and fucking do 2-hour workouts. Like, and it's
you're not doing
it takes
burpees,
up
man.
so much of my time. Like, but the thing is, I don't want to do burpees. I did cardio the first 2 weeks. I was running like for half an hour and then doing the other stuff, and I turned into like a twig. So I'm like, no,
in 2 weeks? Wow, you must lose weight a lot fast, man.
I lost mad weight. Like, everyone kept telling me, you're so skinny. I'm like, fuck. That's why I can't do too much cardio.
Wow. I mean, but the thing with burpees, it's just not just cardio. You're actually working the muscle groups where you could expand into some.
Yeah, mostly your upper body though.
No, the legs do get attacked as well as the core.
Slightly. I don't know. My legs is what I'm having a problem working at home. Like, I don't feel shit. But
damn. All right then. All right. So on the pop culture news. All right. We are talking about Lil Tjay and his. We're talking about NY in general. I think New York rappers are their own worst enemies, and I feel like they get in the way of themselves and the way of other people's, and they just collide and then they just implode. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
This shit don't make sense. So Lil Tjay went. I guess he's only 19. He just turned 19 allegedly.
Apparently. He looks like a kid. Yeah.
I thought he was 19 already. Or I didn't know how old he was, but I just thought he was like early 20s or something.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I didn't know how old he was.
So went viral the other day. Him and Ruby Rose were linking, smashing.
So Ruby Rose is an artist?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a rapper. She's a rapper. She was popping. She used to be Playboy Cardi's girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah. and that's how she kind of and Playboy Cardi's girlfriend. She was friends with Ian Connor as well. Apparently, she was on Vlad TV snitching about all the rappers that smashed her underage, allegedly. But go check that out.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Because the other person I don't think is a rapper, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I think she's a rapper too. All these girls, they might be.
Much, yeah, it's a lot. Okay, anyways, continue.
All right. So Lil Tjay apparently by Ruby Rose account, she said Lil Tjay and her have been fucking with each other since last year. He was begging her to be his girlfriend. I don't know if that video that came out was them breaking up. I'm not quite sure. Okay. But she said she went out the way, he got the chef for her and all of that. So it was a good moment to be like smash on the B-Day, birthday sex. And then she came and found him fucking with one of her fans. Mm-hmm. And then she got mad, and he said, by the whole exchange of getting mad, she called police on him.
Yeah, because he didn't buy her a flight ticket back home.
I thought he was like she found out that he was messing with a fan, and then she called police because of that. I'm not quite sure. They both have two conflicting stories. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, all right, you're gonna do all that. You're gonna try to call police to my house. I'm gonna embarrass you. And that's where we get the videos that went viral of her on her phone looking sad. Her going like, you gonna buy me a ticket? And then him running away, and and she went out sad, to be honest with you, man. Yeah, in the bot, man.
She did, but like, this is why you can't just like, I don't know, because that's the thing. There's two sides to every story, and like, if he was really like into her, and like this was really a thing, then she should have like he
should allowed it, man. If he like smashing, no,
she should not have allowed it.
What birthday, the fuck? Man.
Who cares? Who cares? No, if he was really into her and like they actually had a thing, then that's wrong of him. But if it's the opposite and they never actually really had a serious thing and they were just messing around, then like she's in the wrong for sure. But calling the police, calling the police regardless is wrong. Like, what are the police going to do about this? And you're a black man in America. You're calling the police on a black man in America's house. Like, think about
I was trying to. That's the only thing I'm trying to figure out. What were they going to do? Like, he's not kidnapping her. She could leave. It's just that he didn't buy her a ticket. Exactly. I don't know if that's a charge or like.
That's her own. I don't think so. That's her own problem and her own fault. Like. Yeah. That's just stupidity in my opinion.
He said he bought the ticket ultimately, and she got back home to where she at, but she started to flex on Twitter, going like, I got my own, but I don't like to spend it.
Yeah, I've seen that, and I'm like, you're stupid, so why wouldn't you just give in and buy the ticket yourself?
Yeah, why don't you go like, all right, why don't you just say, yo, you a dub, TJ? I'm off.
Some girls are just so dumb to me. I don't get it. Like, why are you even putting yourself in a situation like that and then not doing anything to get out of it when you can?
Yeah, exactly. And then after the whole, back and forth between TJ and Ruby Rose, this other girl named Chinese Kitty put her 2 cents. I was reading the whole thing. She said she had posted that thing about TJ less than a minute and deleted it. And she was like, I'm not looking for clout. So why the fuck you posted it?
That's what I'm saying. Why get involved? Like, that was the stupidest thing in the world. She had nothing to do with it in the first place, and she just randomly got involved and was like, okay, my turn, like, jump in. And it's not even like she's friends with Ruby. They're not friends.
Nah, she was like, oh, I'm just defending it because, dudes be thirsty, and I just got to expose, like, what type of dudes be thirsty and how he's thirsty with me as well. And it's like, how, like, the saying black people have, or just people in general, is like, yo, mind your business, man.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't mind your business. Like, you could have just said, hey, man, TJ, that's very unnice of you. Well, you have to expose him, and then he exposed you saying
you shouldn't have even said anything at all. You didn't have to even say anything, period, because it had nothing to do with you.
Let her take her out.
Like, literally nothing to do with you. And then he went and exposed her and said that he fucked her in the closet while her son was in the room and she was saying like, I would never do that. And he was like, yeah, I told her, like, your son is here. Like, are you sure that's okay?
He's wilding.
Yeah. And apparently she was just like, okay, cool. And then he went and fucked her in the closet. But like, honestly, at this rate, I don't know who's lying and who's telling the truth.
Yo, so she really went out because I looked at a lot of stuff I was reading. She went out her way to explain herself. She went out her way to like expose this guy. And even in the DMs, I'm like, he's not really saying nothing that's too crazy. He's flirting it with what it looks like.
Sorry, I was yawning. Sorry, I was gonna say, and so maybe what I'm thinking is like, when people try to like get ahead of the narrative or defend themselves before anything else, like maybe she was doing that because she secretly knew he at some point or another, like, she was threatened that he was gonna leak the whole thing about her letting him smash while her son was in the room.
That already happened.
So Yeah.
And low key, it's like, I'm not to say I believe him, not to say I don't believe her, not to say I believe her and I don't believe him, but she admitted that she smashed, and the way that she played it off was like, so so you let him smash, like, yeah, I smashed him like once or twice, but like, it's not him, it was me. I was like, so you was fucking with him. What
Yeah.
are you talking about? So he had the right to be saying the certain things to you because you were fucking with him.
And you came out of nowhere and put yourself into a situation that didn't involve you. So
Yeah, I mean, all right, he might be moving crazy by trying to like telling you to slide the same day Ruby Rose was trying to slide. You know,
yeah,
that was probably a little
a little
ballsy.
reckless. Yeah.
But like everything else, it seems like, well, you're doing a lot. Like if you let dude smash because you had a kid right beside you, just a nasty, ratchet type of chick, and we see a lot of
Disgusting.
you. We see a lot of yous,
Yeah.
but like that, and then him beefing with the hybrid collector.
Yeah.
He went all 6ix9ine on him.
Yeah, he did.
And then he beefing. So Don Q has something to say. Don Q said he's outside. He said like Lil Tjay is scary. They said they ran down on him one time or it saved his life last time. They were trying to get him all his jewels and stripped him, and he helped him out. And
because then TJ was saying that he hung out with a Boogie's girlfriend / baby mama while he was in Miami.
That was foul.
And then basically didn't fuck because she changed her mind or something.
That's foul, man.
Yeah.
That's foul. And then, I didn't post this on the thing, but like some other dude had posted a video online saying that he had seen Lil Tjay in the studio, and he said Lil Tjay didn't want no smoke. And then Tjay responded by saying that he said, yo, you want to keep it casual, or you trying to go back? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't even know.
Is TJ the same one? There was a little someone, I can't remember who it was, but is TJ the same one who was beefing with Top 5 outside Yorkdale?
Yes, that's Lil Tjay as well. Well, I don't want to say beefing, but like
the whatever stupidness was happening over there on social media. Now this makes sense to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. He just has a bad rap for himself, period.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. It's just before the whole Top 5 thing, it didn't really make any sense, and then this situation came up, and it was like a whole lot is going on right now.
Yeah.
And I guess he apologized for his action as well with Angie Martinez.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He apologized. So I mean, he's 19. He just turned 19.
Apology is not going to get him anywhere.
It might.
I don't think
it might in this industry. You do something.
I was going to say in this industry, I did not think so.
I don't know. I keep the faith to Lil Tjay. Man.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
All right. So this is another one. I'm gonna ask your opinion on it, right? So Little Boosie, right? He was on Vlad TV. I watched
Vlad TV.
Yeah, man. Vlad's a cool dude. I never met him before, but I like his interviews, man.
I know you.
Because he's able to draw certain things out of him. His platform is all encompassing. So it's like, all right,
yeah,
that's a dude. So he had Boosie, and Boosie really went in on the whole Treyway situation. I remember how last year we spoke about the whole Treyway going down, and I said Treyway, and I've also said this myself, and other people have said this themselves. Treyway really dropped the ball with the whole 6ix9ine thing. Why'd they have him doing all this extra stuff? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They had him too close. They really fucked off the money bag that they had for some. I don't know what they fucked it off for. I don't know. But they fucked off the money bag that was 6ix9ine.
Yeah, they did.
Look with them. They're all, most of them, they're all football numbers.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They're stupid. I don't think they thought any of it through.
No, they didn't. They didn't. Yeah. And so Boosie was saying that if those Treyway guys, 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods, if they don't deal with 6ix9ine, he called them pussy. He said pussy. You say you pussy. Okay. Which is those are fighting words. Another man saying like testing your gangster is like, if nothing happens when you pussy, like your whole clique. I don't know how many people are inside the gang Treyway, but he said pussy.
I think nobody's scared. I think no one's scared of them because of this whole situation. I don't think anybody fears them at all. Like nobody really wants to be closely associated with 6ix9ine anymore after this. 6ix9ine's going on live on Friday, so
yeah.
So I'm sure you will definitely see what happened.
I will be in their comment section going, go 6ix9ine.
I will not be there, but yeah, I think like nobody really wants to claim that they currently are or are still like rocking with him.
I mean, allegedly he made about $20 million while he was shut up in prison, or in jail.
What, his music?
Off his music. So it looks like he still got a fan base, which is 20 million is a lot.
He still has a fan base for sure,
yeah.
But
so you don't really need to be fucking with anybody. You could just do the whole J. Cole thing and make albums by yourself.
Yeah, just hopefully like nobody from these other rappers like associates are coming after you.
But you think you think Boosie is trying to get these guys caught up again? Like the remaining few?
No, I think
hyping up the set?
I don't think he's hyping them up. I think he's really just saying what's on his mind. I think that's what he believes. I don't think he's doing it with the intention of like trying to make them do something stupid just so they get caught again. I don't think he's doing that. But that's a funny way to look at it.
He did say, if it would happen to me, there would be graveyard consequences.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like people like Boosie and like I'm thinking like YG and like The Game and stuff, like those people are like real gangsters. Like they play by the street rules, like for real. People like 6ix9ine and stuff, from everything we've seen, it's like he just lost all respect and credibility when it comes to that. Yeah. So I don't feel like anyone like Boosie's scared. Like he doesn't care. And like he's like the thing he's saying about the whole graveyard rules, like yeah, like I think like with 6ix9ine, they have a weird, different like kid code that they're going off of. It's not whatever street rules everyone else is going off of.
I think Boosie's stirring up the pot. For what reason? There's no reason for him to even, not to say he shouldn't speak on, because he can speak on whatever he wants, but the energy he put towards it, that's enough energy, and it's coming from a solid dude like Boosie. That's enough to go let one of them Treyway guys really, take a penitentiary chance, to be honest.
I mean, I don't know.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
I don't care about any of those guys. So
me neither, but
they could go for it.
They fucked it up. They fucked it up. They had a whole bag. They had the golden chicken. They fucked it all the way up.
No, they seriously did, because it's never supposed to be the rapper who's doing all the dirty work. It's supposed to be the associates. So, yeah. And the associates will let the rapper come in and know everything. It's like, damn. Yeah.
Damn. And they're moving sloppy too. So most of the evidence they got was when 6ix9ine came into the clique.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? And there was already a snitch inside the organization already.
So they were just fucked, period.
Yeah. They fucked it all off. I don't know. They dropped the ball. So I mean, there's a lot of like also I just want to say congratulations to Playboy Cartier and Iggy Azalea.
Yes, congratulations.
Allegedly. I just want to say allegedly. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe congratulations.
Yeah.
We're not like sure. We don't know them.
Yeah, we don't. She hasn't posted pictures since last year. I actually went to her gram. I was like, let me see the baby bumps. Let me see the body. She had deleted most of her posts because she used to have a lot of thirst traps on there. She's making videos and stuff like that, and she hasn't done anything since last year. So I'm saying, hey,
maybe she had a daughter.
Maybe. And she posted an IG story the other day, and I'm like, okay.
What was it of?
Just her face and doing the little the thing. That's it. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe congratulations nonetheless.
Yeah, I forgot about them as a unit.
I mean, I thought that. Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
All right. So what else is there? Oh, the Ball brothers are no longer, or I guess not no longer, but they have signed to Roc Nation. What do you think about the family, the trio that was the Ball family coming in strong, and now them all working or being managed by Roc Nation, no longer by LaBall Ball?
I think that was bound to happen, because at first they were just like there's a word for it, like when someone first comes in and they're like overhyped and stuff. Like these guys were like that. Like everyone thought they were so good and everything, and then it's like what's his name, Jeremy Lin.
I mean,
like
Nation.
That's
what was it called?
Linsanity. Like that whole thing, like that is what that reminds me of. Because like when you look back at it, like when he first started, everyone was like, holy shit, he's so good. And then like this year or last year, when he's a Raptor and wins the championship on the bench, everyone like I thought back to, I'm like, this is crazy. Like that's the same Linsanity that everyone was going crazy over in the beginning.
Yeah, man.
So I'm not surprised, to be honest with you.
Hey man, would you ever get into business with family? Is that ever an ideal thing?
Yes and no. There's benefits and there's like not benefits, because it's like with your family, for the most part, if you're on good terms with them, you can trust them. Like I would do something with my sisters knowing I can trust them and whatever. But then it's like, if something goes wrong and you fall out, then like it could be an ugly fallout depending on how big the issue is. Me personally, I think I would be able to do it with my family like my sisters or like my cousins on my mom's side and stuff. But
Yeah.
like I don't think there would be a big enough fallout to make us not be together. And maybe that's what it's like for these guys too.
I mean,
Everyone has a
hey,
different relationship with their family,
yeah.
right?
I mean, the whole what was that thing called? Big Three, or not Big Three? Whatever that brand, that they had, the shoe brand or whatever. That shit went to shits because one of his business partners was stealing from what's his
China.
name? Like, yeah, was stealing,
Yeah.
no, the business partner for whatever the brand that they had.
Oh yeah. Was
Yeah,
taking the money.
taking the
Yeah.
money, fucked it
Yeah.
all off. See,
Yeah.
look at that.
But that wasn't family though, was it? I swear it
No,
was
it
just my
wasn't.
dad's
But
friend.
like
Yeah.
that had turned a bad taste
Dope.
in what's his name? What's his name?
LeVar.
Lonzo? No, Lonzo, because he had
Yeah.
stealing from Lonzo, and Lonzo was like, "Fuck that," and kept
Yeah.
it pushing.
Yeah.
Mm,
So yeah, I don't know. It depends, I
no.
feel like.
All right, and Clarence NYC, this YouTuber, had tweeted something about his son. You know what? Funny enough, when he tweeted that, Kevin Hart had said something similar a few years back during like one of the BT episodes of, I think it was like a poker card game. If
Okay.
anyone you guys old enough to remember that, there was like a poker card game that they would happen on BET that would happen, and Kevin Hart said, "I'm so proud of my son. He got a big ass dick." And then when I heard that back in like, I think it was 2007, 2008, I was like, all right, whatever.
I don't know, man. Like I heard this and I just thought it was a weird thing to think about when you're looking at your son. Like so Clarence NYC was saying like, you know, his explanation was, it's my son, I'm proud of anything. Like if he has money, I'm gonna be proud. Like if he has this, I'm gonna be proud. And a lot of other like celebrity guys were in the comments saying the same thing. Like Matt Barnes, he's a basketball player, he was saying the same thing. Like I'm proud of my son too if he's packing and blah blah blah. But I'm just like I don't think he's a pedophile, but I think it's a weird thing to say. And Queen Naija had to come in and defend and tweet, and she was like, he doesn't think of his kid in any sexual manner. Like, you guys are weird for thinking that. But then I started thinking, and I'm like, is this the same thing as a mom being proud of her daughter for getting her period? Because as a girl, like I experienced that, and like a lot of my girlfriends, we used to always talk about when we first got our periods when we were younger, like we used to always talk about what our mom's reactions were. Like they're like hugging us, or they're crying, or they're calling family members and telling them. But like, is it the same thing, or is society just like on this whole like homophobic pedophilia thing where they're like everything is not allowed to be said?
Yeah, it is. I mean, to be honest, I feel like the only people, I'm not quite sure. I can't speak, but from what I see, it was mostly girls that were reacting to it, or guys as well?
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you.
Because as a guy, like, I mean, I'm older, but also being in society, like girls champion guys for big dongs, and guys be like, "Yo, I got a big dong." And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong for a father to say, "Hey, man, my son's packing. My son
I
looks like
don't
you."
know. I just think it's so weird. Like,
But it's not in a sexual way, though.
I know it's not in a sexual way, and I do see how it can easily be compared to the whole how moms react when girls get their periods. I do see that, but I don't know, man. Something about it just doesn't. Like, if my husband ever said that about our son, like if he looked at me and said, I'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, I don't know. Something doesn't sit well with me about it.
There's nothing wrong with being proud of your child having a big dick, all right?
I don't know, man. That's weird. Like,
nothing wrong with that.
It's just weird to me.
I think his cleanup was kind of messier than what he actually said. I think he was his cleanup was messy. He could have just said, "You know what? I said what I said. I'm sorry if it came off wrong." That's all.
I don't know. I've never heard of parents. I wonder if anyone's parents, you can anonymously tell us if anyone's father has told a son or they're like them, if you're a guy, that your dick is big and like that's a good thing, like they're proud of you for that. I don't know, it's just weird. And then at that point I start thinking, like, are you trying to tell your son like he's like are you trying to make him think like he should just go out and fuck bitches now because he has a big dick? Because when girls getting their period, their moms, like my mom was very just emotional, like, oh my god, like you're a woman, like blah blah blah. But like with this, it's like, yeah, cool, your dick's big, not like, I don't know, it just doesn't, to me it's almost like insinuating like, yeah, go out there and get those bitches. Like,
You took it too far, then.
I don't. That's what I'm thinking. I just
down.
whoever marries me, like, do not say that to our son. That's all I ask. Don't say it to me. Don't say it to the kid. Don't say it to nobody.
All right. So in other news, you listened to Drake's new album?
I did. Mixtape.
Yeah, new mixtape. You like it or not?
It sounds just like Drake, and I'm not really
Bunch of throwaways.
yeah, like I'm not impressed, but I'm not like things are catchy though. Like I'm listening to them, but it's like it doesn't sound like anything I've not heard from him before.
I mean, they were leaked, so you might have heard of them already.
Yeah, that too. But yeah.
I mean, I think it was cool. That's my rating. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was cool.
Yeah.
But he also had a conversation with Lil Wayne. Apparently, they have music coming out. I really don't want to hear it.
I do.
Because Wayne has fallen off, but I at the same time, I feel like when he gets on a record with Drake, it will probably heighten his skills and he might come a little better than he was.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And at the end of the day, like that's my dad, so I gotta stand by him.
Okay. And you hear Drake, you know what? I was going to talk about the whole Drake saying that he doesn't want to have his people under a blanket and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You want to speak on that? Because my thing is he already gave us that in the record 2 years ago. I'm hiding my kid.
No, for sure. Yeah, he did give us that already. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why just show your kid? Like, you should showed him from the big. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
I mean, hey, cool. Drake is Drake. He's used to getting ridiculed and roasted and things like that.
Yeah, and it's not like anyone. Like I was saying, it's not like anyone. Like he was saying he was trying to keep people under a blanket, but as far as I know, nobody was really like chasing down Sophie out in fucking Paris to get shots of the kid.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
And so I don't think her page is even private, so it's not like people have to go throughout the way. So it's, you know what I mean.
So yeah, that's fine.
And Chris Brown and Young Thug dropped the album today. Did you get a chance to listen to any songs off of it?
I'm halfway through. I listened while I was taking a shower, and that's like my listening time. I'm halfway through, but honestly, the thing with me is I need to listen to albums at least 2 or 3 times before I actually have a full opinion on them. Yeah. So I don't have an opinion on this right now.
Okay.
I saw yours on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm you know, I'm going with it. You hold it. So my thing is, I'm trying to compare it to Fan of a Fan. Fan of a Fan, the mixtape. Fire.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, really good. It's
like
it brings back so many memories.
Deuces.
Yeah, that's still an amazing song.
It was good. Also, I just put this on quickly. This is a quick soundbite. On Twitter, Kodak Black was, going on Twitter on a few tweets saying that he was getting his ass beat in jail. All right. He's been saying that he's been getting fucked up in jail for quite a while now. And he's saying they put something in, getting drugged, getting beat, getting harassed.
They're flicking his genitals.
Yeah. At this time, do you I don't want to laugh, but do people care?
I actually care, I actually feel bad about it. Like
I don't think people care. I think people just
jail is already like a bad place to be where you're already treated unfairly. So to be attacked while you're handcuffed by 7 guards and can't fight for anything, like they could really kill him.
They can. Is Kodak now a political prisoner?
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah.
Okay, all right.
To Kim Kardashian and get some help.
All right.
What's his face was YNW Melly was trying to reach out to Kanye to get Kim to help him get out too.
Oh, you know who reached out to that motherfucker? What's his name? Rondo number 9. He reached out talking about can you save him? He going by his government name, Matt Cathy or Cathy or whatever it is.
Oh my God.
Man, Rondo number 9, fuck out of here, man. Go serve out those 50-something years in prison. You did that shit.
Yeah, these guys are. Yeah, I don't know, but I do feel bad for Kodak.
Yeah, man. So Kodak right now is officially a political prisoner.
Yeah, that's not something to clap for.
Oh, my fault. I don't know if I'm gonna use that clip there.
This guy started clapping. That's nothing to clap about.
All right. So since you brought up Rondo number 9, we're gonna talk about Chicago. You saw the short little clip of strippers in the household during quarantine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. To be honest, nothing wrong with that. I don't care at this point. I think you gotta live it up. If you have the virus, if you're gonna get the virus, then fuck you got it. Might as well live it up.
It's not the fact of getting it. It's the fact of passing it on to vulnerable communities or people who are more susceptible of getting it. You and me, put it this way, you and me could get it right now and we could be fine. Like, but then it's like, if I'm coming home and touching the doorknobs that my grandparents are touching, they're gonna get it and they're gonna die. So it's not the people who are living it up that are gonna suffer.
Okay, yeah, you got a point. You got a point. You honestly do have a point.
That's what it is. That's why I'm just like, fuck, like I feel bad, but like it is what it is, right? Like honestly, I actually, you know, quick mention, I forgot to say, Doug Ford said today that we will be able to go outside on May 2 for a weekend.
I mean, to be honest, we could go outside all the time. You guys are
It's
scared.
just not safe. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like, have you been going outside? Like,
not really. I've only been outside one time. I mean, not say 2 times maybe. One time, I went to go do an interview with one of these rappers inside a house.
oh, I would be kind of scared.
Yeah, man. And also the other time I went to like Yorkdale to you know, go to Cheesecake Factory and Chick-fil-A.
Notice how that I'm not scared about.
Yeah. Oh man, after I did the interview in the dudes in the people's house, my clothes smell like weed and all of that.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Like
Yeah,
I only been going to my boyfriend's house and that's it. But like even there, I'm careful because I'm like, I don't know who's touching your doorknobs.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So final stretch.
Yes, final stretch.
It
feels so much better when we time it like this.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're giving people concise stuff. So and hopefully it's not going to be too like rigid. Is going to be so fluid.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. If this is, like, if we didn't get into topics enough, or if you guys think this was much better.
Yeah. So relationship topic. This is just not a relationship topic. It's more so as a question for you, Nina, and for the people that are listening. Have you shared a comfortable silence with your partner? I remember I heard about this thing back in like 2016 by a guy named Shampoo. He was married and said when you know you have a good wife or a good partner is when you're able to share a comfortable silence with them. And if you guys are silent, hold on, I know you're about to say something. If you guys are silent and they ask you, what's the matter? It kind of shows you that you guys are not on the same page.
Yeah, I definitely, with the relationship I'm in right now, like we've had so many comfortable silences where we'll just sit there and not talk or just like on our phones doing our own thing. I think that's very important to have in a relationship and in friendships too. Yeah. Because some of my closest friends, like we sit there and we won't be talking, like, and it's just normal. Like neither of us thinks anything's wrong with the other person. It just, it's comfortable, and that's the whole point of it. So
you guys are on the same page, and that is very key. Because I've been with some girls and I've been silent, like, yo, what's wrong? Yeah. We're not on the same page, bitch.
I think I know if I think when I know if it's like uncomfortable for like when I start to feel uncomfortable, I don't ask what's wrong, but I just know, and then I'm just like, this person and I are not going to work out because we can't do that. Like that is important because you're not always going to have shit to talk about. Like I have comfortable silences on the phone. Mm-hmm. Like we're both just scrolling and talking and then just pause for a while and then just come back. Like it's important to have that.
Exactly. You need that for a relationship. For a solid relationship, you got to be able to share a comfortable silence. All right.
And friendships too.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And friends, and those are the best things. And that's just my thing. That's just not. All right. So now this is what we've been delaying for the past 3 weeks now.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right. So Teanna Trump put this up maybe like 4 weeks ago, and she said, she asked, how many bodies does a girl need to be considered, quote unquote, ran through? And people on the internet, obviously she's a porn star. Obviously she had plenty of dick. Even there was a meme of someone doing the mathematical numbers of how many dicks she has taken and what distance that makes. It was wild.
Oh, God.
But it was I love the internet sometimes. Internet is undefeated. I was like, wow, I did it. All right, so after that, I was like, yo, this is such an interesting question coming from a porn star. For someone that shouldn't really ask this type of question because they've already on the outside of societal norms anyways. They're already on the sexual deviant side of society, right? So being ran through and whatchamacallit shouldn't necessarily be a concern to them or a question to them because they already passed that number. She was already like, she already had like 50 bodies before she graduated high school. So Teanna Trump, pussy got power. So I took it upon myself to, make a poll on my page, on my page and my blog page to see what type of, responses that people have. And, I have put them on the page and some of them go as, actually one says it varies by age depending on what this person said it wrong. They wrote it wrong. It's very age dependent, but my usual number is 13. All right, so I can't read them. So I can't read. It's very age dependent, but my usual number is 13. So 13 is like the considered like ran through. All right, and then another person was like, honestly, if a female goes past 10, I start to worry a bit.
Oh shit! I just looked at who said that.
If she's oh, this one I like. This other one, greater than 20, could play almost any sport with 10 a side. That means she's hit the team twice. So 20, I guess.
Okay,
more than 20. If
okay.
she, yeah, I mean, some people are saying 20 and more, 20 and more than 40. If she's 20 and more than 40, that's like the sign. I mean, what's your thoughts, Nia?
So here's my thing. I feel like first of all, I've always hated the double standard when it comes to women and men and being open with sexuality and like the whole body count thing. Like that's always like annoyed me. And so I've never really given a fuck. Like if I'm talking to you and you ask, like I'll tell you the truth because like I don't care. But at the same time, I think that you're like, if you're a guy and your body count is like in the 80s, and I will tell you, I personally know majority of the guys who I have asked, I have never met a guy who said his body count is less than 30 ever. Everyone I know is 30 and up. Okay. I'm talking 80s, some 90s, some have hit over 100 and don't even like lost count over 100. Like straight up whores. Okay.
Damn, I might be wifing. I might be wifing some of these guys sloppy seconds, man.
So
what I'm
saying, so what I'm saying is like, I just don't think it's fair if your body count is in those like 60s, 70s, 80s, or over the 30s, and you're judging a woman who has, I don't know, let's say 23 or 25, and you're judging her. It's like, you have no right to say that because, yeah, cool, I'm a girl and there's a double standard, but bro, you hit 4 times that. Like, you know what I mean? So that's always bothered me. And the other thing I think about as well, when it comes to this, what I will say is, I think to determine whether or not someone's like been a whore or not is, or however you want to take it, been ran through, whatever. I think what plays a key factor is when you lost your virginity to the time, however many years, let's say you lost your virginity at 12, some guys lose it at 12, 13, and you're 25 now. That's 10, 12 years, right? Yeah, 12 years. So I think that plays an important role because it's like, if you just lost your virginity last year and you have 18 bodies already, that's 18 in a year. Like, that's a lot. So I think knowing when they lost their virginity and how many they had in between that time also plays an important part. No, seriously.
All right, so here's my thing. I understand this new generation that we're in, the society that we're in, and I'm gonna go with this one woman. No woman will ever be ran through. I agree with you because we're all full of sexual deviancy. We're all doing nasty, raunchy things. There's guys out here being pegged. There's women are fluid now. Men are fluid now. I honestly don't think the number really matters. It's how nasty are you?
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. Like, my personal opinion is, I've always been like this, where like, I don't consider you ran through or anything like that based off your number. But if you're a guy and you're telling me your number is like 60 or 50 and up, even
you take a peg in the ass, dude.
I'm looking at you.
You gotta take 60 bodies. You gotta have a thumb in the ass one time.
No, but I'm looking at you like you're disgusting. Like, you know, and it's up to you then with your personality to change my opinion on that. But like, at this point, I'm looking at you like, ew, you're like dirty. Like, I'm looking at you like you have like the little, you know, the coronavirus red ball thingies, like all attached all over your body. Cause I'm just like, how many of those were protected? How many were not protected? Like, what's going on here? That's my concern. I don't really care about the count. Like, but
the count don't matter. It's baby. Are you out here? Are you fluid? You out here taking? Like, are you pegging dudes now?
Yeah.
Like how sexually deviant has your deeds gone? Are you too much for me?
Honestly, the only thing that will turn me off of a person when it comes sexually is if you have like a non-curable STD.
Oh, for real?
And if you're like not.
You did a dude that got pegged?
No, that's what I was gonna say. If you're not if you're not
deviance.
like if you're not like my sexual preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Same here. But in terms of I'll smash. But you know what?
You'll smash someone with HIV?
Nah. I guess the STD thing is the only thing now.
I feel like we're gonna get in trouble for this.
Yeah, I think the STD is the only thing. Uncurable STD is the only thing I probably would say no to.
Oh, you wouldn't say no if a girl took a dildo and fucked the guy in the ass with it.
As long as she's not doing it to me.
Okay.
What? I mean, you talking about straight smash. I'm not talking about I'm trying to start a family with you. If that's the type of energy you want, I can't match that. You're never going to be satisfied with me. You know what I mean? Like, it's only when we're talking about settling down. That's when your sexual deviancy becomes a questionable action for me. If you still got if you got an uncurable STD, I can't do that. But like, you out here smashing dudes in the ass and all of that, but you like to get your black boned out one time by a real guy, I mean, I can do that for you.
It just changes subject.
What? What?
I'm gonna cry.
Right.
I just think that's weird. Like, that's
right.
me.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm nasty. I'm not nasty. It's just, I guess I'm more open-minded to it. As long as you're not putting thumbs in my ass, and I'm
You
cool.
know what? Someone asked to put your thumb.
No. I said, as long as you're not trying to, do me bad.
Oh, I thought you said that people put thumbs in your ass.
No. I'm cool. Like, if you out here pecking dudes, you know what I mean? If you out getting your box licked and you licking boxes, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a smash. As long as you just don't bring back nothing to me, I'm cool.
I'm not with it.
We're not trying to wife. We're not trying to wife. You're trying to get me to wife you. And I'm like, all right, what are you talking about? You're doing too much.
I'm still not with it.
You know what I mean? If you're getting trained out every Sunday on the Lord's Day, then it's like, I can't do that for you.
The most crazy sexual experience. Actually, never mind. I think I said it. The thing in Las Vegas. I talked about.
You shared that. You had shared that. Also, there's one thing I wanted to share. I think we're about to
That's okay. Sure.
No. So off of that, I just want to say 2018 Apollo, I'm making a comeback. I feel like the 2018 Apollo, I was good. It was because I had the jacked up teeth. I was the ugly boy. You know how ugly boys always have a lot to say and a lot of energy. That's what it was. I got my teeth straightened and stuff like that, and I turned to like some e-boy, talking, smiling and doing all that weird shit. No, I'm back. Okay. I looked at my past self and I'm like, I was getting it in.
You were. I didn't know that your page had made it on like those many like credible blogs.
Yeah. 2018 me was lit.
Yeah.
We had started the podcast. The blog was doing numbers.
2018?
Yeah, we started in 2018.
I thought it was 2019.
Nah, man. Shit. 2019 was when we hit the 1 year. We started the podcast. I went to Jamaica. I was working out. What else happened?
You were working out a lot, I remember.
Yeah. What else happened? I was doing that Beyond the Border thing, which was, was about to be something I was hosting.
Graduate? Didn't you graduate?
I graduated 2017.
2018
me was lit. I'm bringing that shit back. I feel like that dude was, I look at him and I aspire to be him again. You know what I mean?
Aspire.
I aspire to be him again.
You said expire.
What I said, expire? Yeah. Oh, my fault. Well, 2018 year is expired, but I'm bringing it back, man. 2020 me is back in the year. I'm coming with crooked teeth energy again, man.
Okay, so all right. Well, I think that's a good plan. I didn't know that your stuff was on that many credible things, which is really cool to be.
Yeah, man. So my body's different. I'm not for this, man. I'm not for this.
There we go. That's the energy we want.
Yeah. And I was saying wild, flagrant things. I'm looking at my stories. I'm like, damn, I was going crazy 2018. You guys let me live?
Yeah, trust me, I'm aware. I'm fully aware.
I'm bringing it back. All right, we got 2 more minutes until we hit an hour. Hey man, this has been our podcast. You've been jam-packed with stuff, and we did a lot of entertaining things. I actually enjoyed it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of liked it better this way. I feel like it's going to take some getting used to in terms of because sometimes when I hear a topic, I need a couple minutes to really think about, even though I've seen it on the page, I don't know what you're going to say about it. And then when you say something, I need a couple minutes to think about it and be like, oh, okay. And then I come up with something in my head. So it's going to take some getting used to on my end. But hopefully, this kind of works for you guys and it's concise and you like it.
People talking about, don't go over an hour. Sorry, all right, fuck, we give you straight an hour, 59 minutes.
Someone said don't go over an hour? Or you just
I think the hour is like, all right, we could get, yes, people have said that before, but I was like, maybe the podcast is not for you. But hey, we're giving an hour. We're giving all the information. Maybe this is more digestible for some people, and just in terms of what they're doing. Give it to you like this until we get like a bigger fan base, and we give you 2 hours.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
fuck it, we love the 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's just wrap it up right here by saying this has been another episode of Educating the Reckless podcast with your host Apollo PM.
No better Nina.
And we'll be back again next week, man. Remember to follow our page, follow us on, subscribe to us on YouTube, and enjoy the content like always, man. We'll keep you always informed of what's going on. Bow, bow, bow.
Adios.